You'll find that many people, especially those with the anxious attachment style, has learned to be more in a masculine energy. And that comes from years of giving and giving and giving and still not feeling safe enough to feel like they can trust the person they're giving to be there for them. So they've learned to be self-sufficient. They've learned to take care of themselves without putting pressure on their partners. Now, someone with a fearful avoidant attachment style may appear to be in the masculine energy, but we've got to be careful with what, I don't like to use this word toxic, but what toxic masculinity looks like. And that is generally the one that does not know how to communicate very well, can get very angry, very defensive very quickly. It's also the energy of receiving. So you'll find that someone with a fearful avoidant attachment style, when those wounds, those childhood wounds are not healed, they can grow into relationships where they feel like putting too much of an effort may not pay off. But then because they have not learned how to regulate their emotions, they can lash out to their partners. Now, what we want to do is learn the different characteristics of the feminine and the masculine energy, accept that we have, each and every human being's got both feminine and masculine energies, and we want to learn how to balance those. The masculine energy is assertive, it's decision-oriented, goal-oriented. It knows what it wants. It's going to set a target or an intention and move towards that. It's the energy within us that keeps our relationships safe. We know how to set boundaries for ourselves and to protect the relationship. And the feminine energy is nurturing, compassionate, caring, empathetic. It listens very well. It's very supportive. So you want to have both of these energies. Now, when we can embody both energies, then what we're doing is becoming more securely attached. See, a lot of times we give too much, and that comes generally from a place of people pleasing, which is a problem not only for those who's got a fearful avoidant attachment style, but also those with an anxious attachment style. You see, nothing's wrong with giving, nothing's wrong with showing up. But when we're doing it from a place of fear, when we're doing it from a place of need, I'm going to give you this, and I expect in return, you're going to give me that. And I don't get that, I feel disappointed, I feel hurt. So it may not be conscious. It may very well be an unconscious thing where it's like, okay, you know, this is my partner. I want to be supportive. I want to drop everything and rush off to them when they need me. But when I need them, they're never available. And that's crushing, that's hurtful. And eventually I start to build up resentment and I start to be passive aggressive, because I'm also now afraid that if I speak up, it's going to hurt their feelings or probably upset them. We'll get into a fight and the relationship's going to end, and what if they leave me? When our giving is coming from a place of need and fear, then we're not quite healed. We're still trying to go back to our childhood, trying to go back to caregivers that did not make us feel good enough, valuable enough, worthy enough. And we're trying to recreate that with the partner we've chosen, hoping that we could fix what we didn't get to fix in our past, and we can have a better outcome now. A few things we want to do. We want to go back to that child and say, those behaviors helped in the past. The people pleasing, the tantrums, it worked in the past to keep you safe. You got the validation when you threw a tantrum. When you gave something, you got the validation. You don't need to do that now. Right now, you get to decide what you want your life to look like. You get to bring that masculine energy. You look at the path you want to put yourself on, the destination that you want to get to, And if it's a relationship, let's use a relationship for an example. Let's say you've met someone and you want a committed relationship with them. You want your end result with this person to lead either into living together or marriage. The masculine energy is going to be able to say, hey, this is what I want. Now the feminine energy is going to now sit back and receive. And if it does not get what it knows it deserves, if the feminine energy does not get what it knows it deserves and it wants, it can politely say, I respect your decision. I'm going to let you be and wish you the best. So it's really important that we start to embody both the feminine and the masculine energy. And to end this, a reminder, we all have masculine and feminine energies. I hope this helped. If it did, leave a comment, share this with your friends. We never know who it's going to touch, whose life it's going to change.